Hi, everyone. I think it's time for us to get started now. I am Junyi from China University of Mining and Technology at Beijing. I'm very honored to be the host of today's webinar. I think this time is a little late for the audiences outside China. Probably more audiences will come later. The theme of 2024 CPGIS educational webinar series is GIS and Energy Environment. Today, we are very glad to have Professor Jingying from the Institute of Geographic Sciences and Natural Resources Research at Chinese Academy of Sciences. I would like to give a brief introduction about Professor Fu. She received a bachelor degree from Nanjing Agricultural University in 2009 and a PhD degree in Geographic Information Science from Chinese Academy of Science in 2025. 2015. She served as an anonymous reviewer for international journals such as Renewable and Sustainable Energy Reviews, Applied Energy, Journal of Clean Production, etc. She has published over 100 journal papers. Her current research interests include biomass and biofuel, energy food water nexus, sustainable use of natural resources, and GIS. I think all of you are pretty eager to her interesting presentation like me. Okay, please, Professor Fu.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I see you.
Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to have the opportunity to give a presentation today. And thank you very much for the invitation of CPGIS and Professor Zhu. I'm Fu Jingying from the Institute of Geographic Sciences and Natural Resources Research, Chinese Academy of Sciences. And my topic today is about the spatial-temporal potential assessment of biomass resources and the model simulation of the utilization process. My presentation will divide it into the following two parts. The first is the background, and the second we will talk about the biomass resources, and the third part is life cycle assessment of the utilization of the biomass resources, and the last part is the applications of biomass. From the background, we know that the pressure on the energy demand and is about the booming energy demand and the decline in the petroleum reserves, and also the climate change is affecting the our use of our demand of the energy and the price. And biomass energy is have the advantage to release the prices of the energy demand. Is clean and eventually friendly, and it's renewable. And the resources of biomass is also wild. And now focus on the research on biomass energy. There are many resources of biomass, such as the agriculture residue, forest residue, many residue, wood building waste, and also the waste from the urban or rural areas. Use the biomass, we can obtain various of products and gains the benefits. So I think there are many researchers focus on the biomass energy in the area of the resources, the technology, and production transformations. I did a lot of work in the field of biofuel. We use energy plants to produce biofuels. In the worldwide, there are controversies about why should we use the biomass to produce biofuels or not. The controversy is focused on the energy benefits versus the ecological benefits. This author is Steven. He is the chief scientist of the BP corporation. He proposed that the biofuels have a good precision, but there are also some papers talked about the bad effects such as the threat to the food security and the natural resources, situations about land, soil, or water. And so while there are different opinions on the development of biomass energy, because when we used the biomass, we didn't consider a comprehensive effect and the gains of all the aspects, such as the energy efficiency, the food safety, or the water safety, and even the environment or ecological effects. So in the 2011, and the Bonn conference, they proposed the nexus of the water, energy, and food security. This is the first time this nexus was first proposed. And in the 2013, the UNESCAP proposed the water, food, energy nexus in Asia and the Pacific region. In the 2014, FAO proposed the water, energy, food nexus. This is a new approach in support of food security and sustainable agriculture. So this nexus in these years is very hot topic. Under this nexus, we did the work. We studied if we want to use the biofuel, we should consider the WEF nexus. From the aspect of the food safety, China, even Asia, we have a large number of population. About 75% of the population is living in the Asia Pacific, and China and India has a very large population. So consider the nexus, China, we have proposed principle that the food crops cannot be used for bioenergy production. In addition, the farmland cannot be used for energy crops protein. This is posed by the agriculture section. The other aspect is the water footprint. When we use the energy plants to to the biofuel, we need the water during the production stage. But also when we plant the crops, they will use water too. So expanded the production of biofuel, it will impact the regional and local resources, the water resources, both in the quantity or the quality. So the water footprint is one of the important aspects we need to consideration. And another aspect is energy efficiency. If we use the energy plants to produce biofuel during the whole process, we also need to use energy as the input. So we need to consider the input energy and the output of the bioenergy if we can get the net energy efficiency. So this is is the background we need to consider the nexus about what food, energy, and water. And the second section is about the biomass resource. We published a paper in last year, and we did a study about all the collectible biomass resource in China and the composition. And this is the data in 2015. We can see the structure. This is the energy plant and the organic waste. The energy plant will take about 35%, and the organic waste will take about 55%, including the urban waste, the manual residue, waste wood, forest residue, and the agricultural residue. This is all the resources of the biomass in China, and the energy plant takes about 35%. And my work focused on the energy plant more. And this is the biomass resources distribution of China. We can see the total energy, the total biomass resources in the southwest of China will exceed those in other regions. And the top biomass provinces is Yunnan, Guangxi, and Sichuan. And in the red, this map is the density of the total biomass, and the yellow point and the density of the organic biomass, which are excluded the energy plant. And the density of the biomass resources in Eastern China was higher than in Western China. We can see the difference. And the focus on the energy crops, the main type of the energy crops will divide into 4 types. The first is the energy plant, rich in petroleum-like constituent. The second type is the energy rich in carbohydrates, high in sugar, starch, and fiber. The third type is the oil-rich energy plant, and the fourth is the energy plant for charcoal. And the energy plants we have studied, such as the sweet sorghum, it's rich in the sweet, and the cassava is the starch, and this is the potato chinese switchgrass, the truffle crocus oil, and it's for rich in oil. If we want to use the energy plant or develop the energy plant for biofuel in China, we should to use the marginal land, which will can't compete with the farmland or give the extraction to the food. So marginal land is the first step we should do. The marginal land is evaluated in the terms of a cost or benefit analysis and is economically marginal. In China, the marginal land is the land that can be used for green energy plants as wasteland, or just as shrubland, sparse forest, grassland, the bottomland, shieland, and barrenland. And here is the question: how to evaluate the bioenergy potential on marginal land. The first step, we need to extract the marginal land spatial distribution. And the second step, we should to evaluate the benefits of the bioenergy production on the marginal land. So the first step is how to evaluate the marginal land resources. In the past studies, we used two methods to extract the marginal land resources. The first method is the machine learning. We used a BRT model frame and used the data set of the high resolution, global grid, environment, and land use related. We used the cassava as energy plant, and a comprehensive set of the known locations of cassava and a set of pseudo absence point that represents the unsuitable areas for cassava growth. This is the flow chart of the flow chart of the cassava in the worldwide, where is suitable and where is unsuitable for cassava planting. So this is the records of the occurrence and the pseudo absence records. We use the examples, and these are the environmental data sets we used, and we use the BRT model to extract the where is the cassava is suitable to plant and where is the unsuitable. The result is from 0 to 1, and 1 is the high suitable and 0 is not suitable for cassava in the worldwide. And we will see the cassava in China most plant in the southwest of China, in Guangdong, Guangxi, because it needs the high temperature and precipitation. This is the result. The land cover and annual cumulative precipitation are the two most influential factors in the BRT model. The relative contribution of the former is 46%, and that of the latter is 35%. The marginal land area suitable for cassava worldwide is Africa has the largest marginal land suitable, and followed by the South Africa. Asia is is about 138 million hectares. Bashi, as a country, it had a large area larger than Asia. The second method we use is the multi-factors assessment method. This is a traditional method that we can explain the margins clearly. We use the land use as the basic data, and the DEM, the temperature, moisture, and the soil, and we extract the relative indexes. The multi-factors integrated assessment method is used here. Besides the basic data set, we use the nature reserves, the nature patches. We used as the policy limiting factors that the areas can't be used, and then we use the energy plant characteristics and the temperature and the precipitation and the terrain act, where the energy plant suitable to grow, and this the growing conditions of typical energy crops. This is the sweet sorghum, and these are used for fuel ethanol, and this is used for fuel liquid biofuel. This is the distribution of the marginal land in China from different decades, and this is for different energy crops. The crops on the marginal land where they suitable to plant, and this is the data set we extract in Asia area. After we have the marginal land and the energy crops where they can be grow, we use the cropping cropping model and the GIS method to simulation the crop yield, and this we used the crop growing models such as GIPIC model and the ABC model and the DSAT model. And in these models, they are set model in one point. So we use the axis method to enrich the set model to the spatial scale. Based on the method of GIS and crop growing models, and we estimate the typical crop energy energy plant of the production in different area. This is the distribution of different energy plant, and we also simulation the rain condition and irrigated conditions. We also did some work on the spatial land, such as the Shanlan Aqua line in Shandong Dongying. It's a very typical shallow and alkaline area. The third section is about the life cycle assessment of the biofuel production. The LCA assessment is a technique used to assess the environmental impacts associated with all the stages of the product's life, from cradle to grave. It includes typical steps including the goal and scope definition, inventory analysis, impact assessment, the results interpretation, and the reporting and critical review. There's ISO principles. And a typical LCA model is the grid model is the Argonne National Laboratory study the grid model. I think the researchers in the energy research will use this model frequently. It has the data about the greenhouse gas emissions, the regulated emissions, the energy use, fuel economy, and the air pollutant emissions. This is a very good database that can provide many parameters, and is public for all the is open for the public. For the life cycle of the biofuel, we established our own system. It includes the crop cultivation unit and the production unit and the using and the recycling unit. Among this, we need to transport the resources and transport the production. So this is the system boundary of the biofuel LCA, and that will, along with the energy and the economy and carbon oxygen emission. So based on the system, we established the model of the energy efficiency analysis, and we used the net energy gain parameter to evaluate if the input or and the output energy is if we can have a good effect. And this is the spatial distribution of the energy, the net energy potential of different energy plants. And this is the case study in the Shandong Dongying, and we also did the environmental impact analysis according to the ISO principles, and also the carbon oxygen balance model. And this is the distribution of the net energy and the carbon emissions, and also the environmental effects. I didn't present the maps. The third section is the water footprint of the biofuel. Within the LCA or biofuel system, we analyze the water use in the stage of energy crop growth and the transport and the production stage and the the production, transportation, and the utilization stage. We used the PN to measure the supply and the demand. This is the total water requirement of fuel ethanol from the sweet Stockholm, and we evaluate the total water supply and the requirement. And we also evaluate in the river basins. Within the river basins, we evaluate the water supply and the water requirement during the energy plant production, and also the water requirements of the requirement of the local use, such as the industry and the living. So from the results, we can find that in the red one, the red point, the PN is 0, less than 0, which means the water demand is higher than the precipitation in those areas, especially in the this is the Hai River and the Liao River and this is the northwest China river basins, which are not suitable for energy plant, which will strengthen the water safety in the local areas. On the last part, the fourth part is the application of biomass. I want to share 3 applications we have did. Use the study basics we did in the last few years. The first one is the benefit analysis of multi-approach biomass energy utilization. Now, this is the comprehensive bioenergy accounting model. In this study, we analyze all the biomass resources. In the left side, we can see the organic waste and energy plants, and this is the biomass resources, and we considered the different using method of the biomass, such as fermentation and the combustion and the biofuel, bioenergy, and electric and the biogas, different method that we can use. And the right side is the final products we gain, such as the bioelectric, biogas, the solid biofuels, liquid biofuels, biochar, and this is a comprehensive bioenergy accounting model, and we use the spatial information technology, the life cycle assessment, and the multi-path analysis, and we evaluate all the stages and the comprehensive carbon emission removal, the potential of all the uses methods. this is the different productions that can be obtained from the different biomass of different areas, including the bioelectricity, biogas, biodiesel, ethanol, and then that's fat solid biofuel, biohydrogen, and biochar. And this is the different the structure in different areas. The second application is about CPGIS. Maybe you hear about CCS more, and the BE is we use the biomass to combine with the CCS system. CPGIS is the brief of the coal biomass co-firing power plants with retrofitted carbon capture and storage. This is the comprehensive assessment framework of the CPGIS system. In this frame, the first part is the biomass resources potential assessment. In this model, we evaluate the biomass production and the land resources chains and the initial biomass production and the initial field. We focused the data from 2020 to 2060. And we use the annually data to simulation the whole process. And we use the biomass resources as a basis, and we use the GIS method to match. The first step, we used the biomass to match with the existing coal-firing power plant in order to reduce the carbon oxygen emission in coal-fired power plants. 15% of the biomass can be added to the coal-fired power plant, and this is the first step. When the biomass mixed with the coal-fired power plant, and the second is we match the left carbon oxygen emissions. We used the source sink, and the source sink that can storage and capture and storage the emissions. So the second step is the carbon oxygen emissions with to match the source sink areas. This is the geographical locals. Besides this, we use the CGE model to focus the carbon emissions, the power consumptions, the energy consumptions, and the mitigation cost. This can be added to the power system optimization model. And in this model, we can analyze the cost and the capacity of the the capacity and all the different costs of the whole system, and we add the cost to the frame of the CPGIS, and this is the whole framework. And this is the first step. The biomass resources, we should to evaluate how much biomass can be available for mixed or match. This is the distribution of the biomass, including the agriculture residue, forest residue, and energy crops. And the green points are the plants that can be matched with the biomass and the coal-fired power plants. The gray points are the coal-fired power plants which can't be matched. This is the shadow. The shadow is the places that can be inject the carbon oxygen. So we need to match the biomass and the coal-fired power plants and the inject places that can be used at storage places. This is the map, the figure that we can see how we match the biomass with the coal-fired power plants. The dark gray bar is the total number of the power plants, and we only consider the installed capacity larger than 300 so this is the total number we can use is only 598. This is we have the conditions that the residual life of the power plants should be larger than 15 years. So 5 power plants will be removed, and we need the power plants can be matched with the biomass. If they can't be matched with the biomass, the 46 power plants will be removed, and this is the accessible storage set. The storage set is the shadow areas, and the transport pipeline, the distance will is within 250 kilometers. So 102 power plants will be removed, and this is with the pipeline network. If the cost of the traffic is large, we can use the pipeline network. If the pipeline network can't be used, it will be removed. So there's 1,862 power plants in total. Finally, 255 power plants can be used for the CPGIS frame. So this is the number in 2025 and 277 in 2030. So the final results we calculated is the purple bars, the potential of the purple bars that we calculated. So from the result, the finding, we considered various deployment scenarios. We can achieving an annual carbon oxygen emission reduction potential of 0.4743 to 1.13 GT per year. If the total contributions, it will the total contributions is large to achieve the net emission in the co-firing section. The mix ratio here is the 15%. If the upper biomass mixing ratio is increased to 30%, an additional 113 MT per year of the supply percentile will be achieved. So this is the result, and we published the paper on the NCC. The third one of the application is the optimization supply chain for bioenergy production. In this frame, we did the work to because we did a lot of work on the simulation of the crop yield, and when we use the biofuel, we should use the supply chain if it is the cost or the energy or the environmental effect is good enough. So we develop a method to evaluate the effect of the whole supply chain. The first step the spatial distribution of the crop, the yield of the energy crop was simulated, and we, based on the distribution of the yield, we selected the raw material procurement stations, and then we selected the ethanol processing plant site, and finally we evaluate the benefits of the supply chain. The first step, we used the DSAT model and the GIS to estimate the spatial distribution of sweet sorghum yield. And then we used the Tyson polygon segmentation to selected the raw material procurement stations. And we also did the sensitive analysis, and we found that this is the number of the station is 100. When the station number is 100, the cost and the carbon emissions will low. And when we got the raw material station, then we selected the ethanol processing plant site. In this step, we considered the conditions such as the existing plants and the biomass distribution and other conditions. And this is the candidate locations of the ethanol processing plants. And at last, we estimate simulate the cost and the carbon oxygen emission potential during the whole supply chain. We found that the optimal. This is the optimal supply network from the raw material purchasing station to the ethanol processing plant. This is under the economic optimization, and this is the supply chain from the ethanol processing plant to the distribution center. This also under the economic optimization, and this is under the optimization of environmental, and this from raw material to ethanol processing plant, and this is the ethanol processing plant to the distribution center, the use stage under the environmental optimization. During the whole process, we use a multi-objective mixed integral linear programming model based on the minimization of the cost and the minimization of environmental impacts. And in the transport stage, we consider the road or the train transport method. This is the sensitive analysis of the raw material, ethanol demand, and the transportation mode. The research we published, not published now, maybe later, on the innovation energy, and this is also a new journal. Welcome other publications. I don't speak English frequently, so I'm really sorry for my speaking English, and that's my sharing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Professor Fu. Thank you very much for this excellent presentation. Now we come to a Q&A session. So just unmute yourself and raise your questions. Is there any question? Anybody?
Maybe I will ask one. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. First, thanks for your presentation, and I'm not in your field, so may not be that much familiar with the spatial methods, and so I saw you have a lot of large scale mapping. So in general, how in your field, how do people deal with verification of the accuracy of the mapping or prediction? Because my background is in remote sensing, so a lot of time we need to do accuracy assessment. So in your field, how people handle that part?
Sorry, I didn't got your point. You
Okay.
said
Okay, so so my question is that I saw you have a lot of excellent mapping for very large scale. How
yeah.
So that's the result of the mapping or the modeling, but then how do we know how reliable is the result? So in your field, are there usually certain assessment to
Okay.
prove the
I understand
reliability?
your question. Oh, I can. I will take this slide as an example. Genetic model is also a set model, and some people did set work in a specific set or area, and if we want to use the model to in a large area, we should to we use the method like we in you in the research of remote sensing, you know the raster the grid. We use the method like we take every set as one line or one pine. We use the net. We a net of the 1 kilometer or 5 kilometer. We one grid. We can take one grid as the set. So we process the input data to the raster grid, the raster format, and we use the set model in every grid. This is the method that we realize the process. I don't know if you got my.
Okay, I think time is limited. So if you have any other questions, we can contact later. And I saw that there is another question from Musa, or is that you?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Musa. I am a master student of environmental science at Tongji University in Shanghai. I want to thank the professor for a wonderful and brilliant presentation. As I have an interest in this field in geographical information systems or science, so I want to know, she made mention of the marginal land. So I want to know the impact of the marginal land in China towards biofuel.
Marginal land?
Hello, Professor. Yeah. Yes.
Marginal land.
Land. Yes.
So what's your question is?
Yeah, my question is, I want to know the impact of the low marginal land in China towards the production of biofuel.
He's asking what is the impact of marginal
Yes,
land
land.
Impact. The impact. We just use the marginal land that is we called wasteland. We don't use the farmland or the ecological production land, and so we have some limitations of the marginal land selection.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, I have quite a few questions to want to discuss with you, Professor Fu, since I'm also doing some research in the field of allergy, especially in the fossil allergy, like the coal allergy. But I think the time has run up now today. So everybody, if you have other questions like me, you can contact with Fu by email or other approaches. So today we are very pleased to this presentation. Thank our speaker today and thank all our audience today. Bye.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Professor Fu, can you share your email in the chat box?
It's here, and this is my tel and also the WeChat number. Okay.
Musa, can you see that?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
No.
Wait a
Can
minute.
you? Yeah. You do that again.
You can see this. Can you see the slide on the screen?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye. We can leave the chatting room now.